Hi everyone, it's Dr. Dave, and I am about to talk about my favorite four-letter word. Okay, no, it's not what you're thinking. Remember, I'm a cardiologist and this is a family-based show. Oats, O-A-T-S, my favorite four-letter word, or at least one of my favorite four-letter words. So we always hear about oats because people are asking nonstop, what can I eat for breakfast? What's healthy for me?
Some breakfast.
And inevitably, when you talk to me or you talk to a nutritionist, oats come up as a very viable option for breakfast. So what are oats? Oats are edible seeds of oat grass. Now, oats, when we talk about the seed, there is a hard outer covering called the hull, and that's something we don't eat. We don't want to eat. It's almost like plastic. So that has to be removed. But once you remove the hull, the outer covering, you get the good stuff. And the good stuff is bran, grain, and something called endosperm. And that's where the fiber and the nutrients reside. So that's what you want to be eating when you eat whole oats. Okay, so oats are basically edible seeds of oat grass. They come in a variety of forms based on how they're processed. Now remember, the less processed, the healthier. For example, oat kernels are called groats, which are whole oat kernels that just have that hard outer covering, the hull removed. So that is going to have a lot of nutrients and a lot of fiber. The next step down is something that I like a lot, and that's steel cut oats. Steel cut oats are simply oats that are cut into 2 to 3 pieces with a steel blade, hence steel cut oats. The most processed oats on the list of different types of oats that we have are what most of us eat, called quick or instant oats.
And I can't think of a healthier way to start the day. Cost you 1 nickel and 4 pennies.
Basically how these are prepared are they are steamed and then rolled into thinner pieces that allows them to cook faster. Okay, so when we say oats are healthy, what are we talking about? Are oats truly healthy? And the answer is yes. Oats have 2 very special components that make them healthy. Number 1, BetaGlucan. BetaGlucan is a soluble fiber that slows digestion so you feel fuller and actually can bind cholesterol and help to remove it from the body. Oats also have plenty of antioxidants which help limit the damage of chronic inflammation. Now, that's great, but does this translate into clinical benefits for various diseases? So let's talk about one proposed clinical benefit, heart disease, my favorite topic. So oats may support heart health. The data is mixed, but there's a lot of good data that shows overall they may help decrease the risk of a heart attack, partly because they help decrease cholesterol levels, on average of 12 points. Next, diabetes. This is where steel-cut oats seem to have an advantage over instant oats. Steel-cut oats have been shown to have a lower glycemic index, meaning they will not cause a sharp rise in blood sugar. When we look at instant or quick oats, we see that there is a sharper rise in blood sugar than that of steel-cut oats. And finally, weight loss. Oats may help promote weight loss because they help people feel full longer. So overall, people will probably eat less. So in terms of a healthy diet, oats can be very beneficial for weight loss. And finally, oats can help your digestive health due to the fiber content. It helps with constipation. It helps maintain good bacteria in your intestines. Now, one warning about oats, and this is very, very important because when you are in the supermarket walking and looking for oats to buy, the one thing I caution you about is be careful not to buy oats that have sugar. And now the sugar can either be added into the oat itself or they'll give you a sugar packet. To me, once you add sugar to the oats, you've created a really healthy meal, breakfast, into a dessert. So I would be very careful. So what do I eat? Well, traditionally I used to eat instant or quick oats because I didn't have time to prepare the steel cut oats. And yes, I know people soak them overnight, but I don't have time for that. And I don't think a lot of people have time for that. But I will tell you this. I was recently given a box from a patient of instant steel-cut oats. Now, this is really cool because you get the benefit of the steel-cut oats in a lot less time. So they say here you can have this ready in 2.5 minutes. I have a feeling it's because they cut it down from maybe 2 to 3 to 5 to 10 pieces, which increases surface area and decreases preparation time. So this is what I love about oats. I'm gonna read the label, and this is why I get so excited about oats. So first of all, you look at the label. It has 130 calories, which is nothing. It has 3 grams of fat, only 0.5 grams of saturated fat, and this is very unusual. I've never seen this, or I haven't seen this frequently. This label actually has polyunsaturated fat and monounsaturated fat, so they go out of their way to list the good types of fat. You almost never see that. There's no cholesterol, there's 4 grams of fiber, and this is where it gets really exciting. You know, one of the themes that we've seen in some of our reviews is when you take fat out of something or you take sugar out of something, many times they add a lot of sodium. And here, you only have 105 milligrams of sodium, which is very reasonable. And finally, probably my favorite part of this is there's only 1 gram of sugar. So when it comes to steel-cut oats, I'm liking this a lot, and I like the fact that you can prepare this in a much shorter time. So what I did was I am not a good cook, as many of you know from my prior posts, but here is the bag of the steel-cut oats. We'll open it up and let's actually pour it in. I prepared hot water, and I can tell you already it definitely looks more finely grained. I don't think you can see this, and I apologize, but actually let's try this here. So you can see here, this is a little bit more finely grained. The nice thing about steel-cut oats is not only do they have a really beneficial health profile, but they also tend to have a nuttier taste. So I'm gonna give a go here. Okay, I definitely would not recommend preparing it this way. This was not a great way because the water wasn't that hot. I prepared this a few minutes ago. But I have to tell you, I definitely taste the nutty flavor. It's really good. If I did a better job preparing it with hotter water, this would be great. And I also added too much water. But I would add to this blueberries, bananas, a half handful of nuts, and you have an amazing breakfast, a very, very healthy breakfast. I am very excited about these steel-cut oats, especially if they're instant. So go ahead, eat your oats. This should definitely be a part of most people's healthy diet. Okay guys, so that is my review on oats. And if you have any questions or comments, post them below. Let's get a conversation going. I'd love to hear what you guys do to your oats and which oats you prefer. And does anybody out there actually eat groats? I'd love to hear it. Okay, until next time, this is Dr. Dave.